Monday morning, wake up at 4 a.m. naturally, of course, because my body's just so used to being up at these times, and then squeeze in a small marathon before doing my daily 2 hours meditation before my first class starts at 10 a.m.
Hey, got him.
Yeah, maybe it's more like wake up 5 minutes before the class starts, rolling out of my bed, desperately crawling over to my desk, frantically trying to log into Moodle. You'd think it would be as simple as just like logging in, but no. So the first class on Monday we had was film history, and the way this works is we have a mini lecture in the morning just to talk about what we're going to watch, and then we watch a film, and the film we were watching today was The Bicycle Thieves. So I sat and watched that, and my main takeaway was this poor kid. Then after this, I had some reading on neorealism, and that just sort of gives some context about the era that you're studying at the moment in film history, because we do all sorts of eras. After this, I decided to do some work on a call sheet for our film narrative module, and this was way harder than I expected because the location we'd chosen was in Spain, because we can't actually film anything, so it's like, why not choose a place in Spain? And it's like, this is why not, because I don't live in Spain, so I don't know all of the things that need to go on a call sheet. So I spent a lot of time trying to figure out where things are in Spain, and Google Maps and emergency numbers in foreign countries, all fun stuff. Now, then after this, I did some questions for our documentary module, because later on in the week, our group would be filming a interview. Well, I wouldn't be, because we're all over the place, and
Coronavirus!
somebody was going to be filming an interview, so we needed some questions for that, so I came up with those. And then to finish the day off, I did some work on a passion project, loaded in all the footage, spent several hours sorting that out, and then found out the audio had not recorded and it was all useless. And I decided, cool. So on Tuesday, I looked at the screen for 6 hours and contemplated my unemployment after graduation. Tuesday we had another film history call that was following up what we'd done yesterday, so it was talking about Film Europe and talking about the film and talking about the reading and stuff like that. So after this I decided I was going to download Pro Tools because we have a sound design workshop that's going on, so I need to do some sound design. And since we can't go to the Screen Academy, I would have to do this on my own computer. You would think that downloading some software would be easy, but it wasn't. It was pain. It was just pain. It just didn't work. And as I'm suffering through this, I get a message from someone on my team reminding me that we have a proposal due tomorrow, and we have not done the proposal, so I desperately try to do some of the proposal. Wednesday we have our documentary class. We did this task with sticky notes on some paper, and it was like arranging all the segments to the documentary that we wanted. So we decided like, oh, we want an interview here, we want some B-roll here, we want some archive footage here, and yeah, for all you freaks who are obsessed with like sticky notes and pastel highlighters, this is it. Following this class, I decided to do some little test videos. If you've seen Lemino's documentary videos, you'll know that he's got a very distinct style that with the outlines of scenes. So I decided that we'd try and recreate that, and we got pretty close. I then went on to our proposal file to notice that we in fact had not finished the proposal, and we had like 40 minutes to finish it. So desperately tried to finish that up. And you know when you're on a shared document and the other person like pops up as being on the document at the same time, and then all of a sudden you just really cannot write a single word. That happened. Then after that mess, I decided that I was going to go outside and just chill. And then to end the day, I did some editing, making a new show reel because I hadn't updated mine in a long time. But I decided I didn't like it and never posted it. Thursday, we had a workshop on sound design, and conveniently, while having a sound design workshop, there was building works going on outside my house. I could basically hear nothing for the sound design workshop. And the sound design workshop was a literal 7 hours. I sat at my desk for 7 hours. Finish it off, we had a webinar with Dean Humphreys, which is a sound designer. I mean, I don't want to get it wrong. I'm not sure if that's the exact title. But he worked on the sound on things like The Pianist, which is pretty epic. Yeah, I was pretty dead after all this, so my day was done. I was done. And then on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I work making pizzas, so I don't get that much done. But I managed to squeeze in a few things. I got to check out a little bit of the footage from the interview from earlier, where one of our team members had done the interview. But I think it's important to notice how much things fail and are wastes of time, and you have nothing to show for it. But it's still part of the process. So yeah, that's what a week looks like currently at online film school. It's not what I want it to be, but and I think so, and this was a pretty average week. Like, there are weeks where I'm less productive and there are weeks where I'm more productive, but overall it's well, better than doing nothing. But yeah, it's just not really filmmaking for me. It's all of the bits that you do in order to make the film without making the film. But I mean, it keeps me busy, so it could be worse. And I still manage, a lot of the time, not this week, but a lot of the time I try and do as much filming by myself as possible. And, that stuff I really enjoy. And I'd recommend that, if you're really bored with online school, just try and do your own little projects, because then you have purpose. Damn, that got pretty existential.